Right now, the moon is ringing like a bell, flashing mysterious lights 8 times per hour and hiding massive underground structures we just discovered. I'm diving into the most bizarre lunar phenomena that NASA can't fully explain, from Apollo mission mysteries kept secret for decades to recent discoveries that are rewriting everything we know about the moon. Hit subscribe because this gets weird. Let's start with something that sounds like pure science fiction but is absolutely real. In 1969, during the Apollo 12 mission, NASA did something that would reveal one of the moon's most perplexing secrets. They deliberately crashed part of their spacecraft into the lunar surface, and what happened next defied all expectations. The moon rang like a bell for over an hour. Think about that for a moment. When you strike a bell here on Earth, it rings for a few seconds and then stops. But when NASA's Apollo 12 lunar module impacted the moon, seismic vibrations continued for more than 60 minutes, reverberating through the lunar interior in ways that scientists had never anticipated. Dr. Maurice Ewing, one of the principal investigators of the Apollo lunar surface experiments package, famously said that this discovery was as if someone had struck a bell with a hammer and it kept ringing. The seismic waves bounced around inside the moon, creating vibrations that lasted far longer than anything we see on Earth. But here's where it gets really weird. This wasn't a one-time occurrence. The Apollo missions from 12, 14, 15, and 16 all placed seismometers on the lunar surface, and they consistently recorded this same bizarre phenomenon. Every time there was a significant impact, whether from crashed spacecraft, spent rocket stages, or natural meteorite strikes, the moon would ring like a hollow sphere. This discovery immediately sparked wild theories. If the moon rings like a bell, some asked, could it actually be hollow? The idea gained so much traction that it became one of the most persistent conspiracy theories about our natural satellite. Some theorists went as far as suggesting that the moon might be an artificial structure, perhaps an ancient alien space station disguised as a natural celestial body. The scientific explanation, while less sensational, is equally fascinating. The moon's interior structure is fundamentally different from Earth's. While our planet has a molten core and various layers that dampen seismic waves, the moon appears to have a much more rigid, crystalline structure. When seismic energy travels through this structure, it doesn't dissipate quickly like it does on Earth. Instead, it bounces around, creating those prolonged vibrations that make the moon ring. Recent analysis of overlooked Apollo data from the 1970s has revealed even more shocking information. Scientists have discovered more than 22,000 previously unknown moonquakes, nearly tripling the number of seismic events we knew about. These aren't just random tremors. They're part of an ongoing pattern that suggests the moon is far more seismically active than we ever imagined. But the moon's seismic mysteries are just the beginning. For centuries, astronomers have been reporting something even more bizarre, mysterious flashes of light appearing on the lunar surface. These aren't just modern observations. They go back hundreds of years, with some of the greatest minds in astronomy documenting these strange phenomena. William Herschel, the same astronomer who discovered the planet Uranus in 1781, observed a red glow in the vicinity of the Aristarchus crater. Heinrich Wilhelm Matthias Olbers recorded similar observations in 1821. These weren't isolated incidents, they were part of a pattern that continues to this day. Scientists call these events transient lunar phenomena, or TLPs, and they're happening right now as you watch this video. The moon lights up with mysterious flashes up to 8 times every hour. Let me repeat that. 8 times every hour, something is causing brief, unexplained changes in light, color, or appearance on the moon's surface. The Aristarchus crater seems to be a particular hotspot for these phenomena. Approximately 1/3 of all TLP observations occur in this region, making it the most active area for mysterious lunar activity. This crater is also the brightest feature on the entire moon, visible even when the lunar surface is only faintly lit by Earthshine. Modern observations have revealed 2 main types of these phenomena. The first are fast light flashes, many of them red in color, that scientists believe might be related to volcanic activity or meteorite impacts. But here's the problem. The moon is supposed to be geologically dead. It shouldn't have active volcanism, yet these red flashes suggest otherwise. The second type is even more puzzling. Anomalous temporary light patches that appear and disappear without any clear explanation. These aren't brief flashes, but sustained changes in brightness that can last for minutes or even hours before mysteriously vanishing. What makes this even more intriguing is that despite decades of observation and modern technology, many of these flashes still defy explanation. Some might be caused by outgassing from the lunar interior, others by the interaction of solar wind with magnetic anomalies on the surface. But for a significant number of these events, we simply don't have answers. The European Space Agency has been actively studying these impact flashes, referring to them as part of the broader category of transient lunar phenomena. They've confirmed that while some are indeed caused by meteorite impacts, others remain completely unexplained. The fact that these mysterious lights have been consistently observed for centuries suggests that whatever is causing them is an ongoing, active process on what we thought was a dead world. Speaking of unexplained phenomena, let's talk about what the Apollo astronauts actually encountered during their missions to the Moon. While NASA has been relatively open about most aspects of the lunar program, there are some incidents that remained classified or unexplained for decades. During the Apollo 11 mission, humanity's first moon landing, the crew reported spotting an unidentified object moving in formation with their spacecraft as they approached the Moon. Buzz Aldrin later confirmed this UFO sighting, though he clarified that it was likely debris from their own spacecraft. But the initial reports sparked decades of speculation about what the astronauts really saw during their historic journey. Even more mysterious is what happened during Apollo 10 in May 1969. The crew heard strange, unexplained sounds while they were on the far side of the Moon, completely cut off from Earth communication. These weren't just random noises, they were described as alien signals that the astronauts couldn't identify. NASA kept this incident secret for nearly 40 years before finally releasing the audio recordings. The sounds were eerie, otherworldly, and completely unlike anything the astronauts had heard before. While scientists later suggested they might have been caused by radio interference between the command module and lunar module, the fact that NASA classified this information for 4 decades raises questions about what else might have been kept secret. Apollo 17 provided another puzzle that we're only now beginning to understand. Recent analysis of thermal seismic data from that mission has revealed a new type of moonquake emanating directly from the lunar lander base itself. These aren't natural seismic events, they're somehow connected to the presence of human technology on the lunar surface. But perhaps the most significant discovery came from reanalyzing old Apollo data with modern techniques. Scientists found evidence of more than 22,000 previously unknown moonquakes hidden in the decades-old recordings. This means that for over 50 years, we've been sitting on evidence of massive seismic activity on the Moon without even realizing it. These discoveries raise uncomfortable questions. If we missed 22,000 moonquakes in data we've had for half a century, what else might we have overlooked? What other anomalies are hiding in plain sight in the vast archives of Apollo mission data? Now, here's something that sounds like it belongs in a disaster movie, but it's happening right now. The Moon is shrinking, not slowly over billions of years. It's actively contracting as we speak, and this process is causing some seriously weird effects. As the Moon's interior gradually cools, the entire celestial body is getting smaller. We're talking about a reduction of more than 50 meters in diameter over geological time, and this contraction is creating massive thrust faults and ripples tens of meters high across the lunar surface. But here's the really unsettling part. This shrinking process is generating moonquakes that can last for hours, unlike earthquakes which typically last for seconds or minutes. These lunar seismic events can continue for extended periods, creating ongoing instability across the Moon's surface. NASA's recent studies have revealed that this shrinking is particularly active near the lunar South Pole, the exact region where future Artemis missions plan to land astronauts. The surface warping detected in this area could pose significant risks to both robotic missions and human settlements. These aren't just theoretical concerns. The moonquakes generated by the Moon's contraction can trigger landslides and create surface instability that could damage equipment or endanger astronauts. The thrust faults created by this process are still active today, meaning the Moon is literally reshaping itself as we watch. these aren't just theoretical concerns. The moonquakes generated by the moon's contraction can trigger landslides and create surface instability that could damage equipment or endanger astronauts. The thrust faults created by this process are still active today, meaning the moon is literally reshaping itself as we watch. What makes this even more fascinating is that we're witnessing a process that's been ongoing for billions of years, but we're only now understanding its implications. The moon isn't the static, unchanging world we once thought it was. It's a dynamic, evolving body that's still very much alive with geological activity. The year 2024 has been absolutely incredible for lunar discoveries, and some of these findings are so bizarre they sound like science fiction. Let's start with what NASA's Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter captured in March 2024. A photograph of a weird moving thing orbiting the moon at an incredible speed of 11,500 kilometers per hour. Before you start thinking aliens, this turned out to be South Korea's Danuri lunar orbiter. But the fact that LRO could capture such detailed images of another spacecraft zipping past at that speed demonstrates just how advanced our lunar observation capabilities have become. And it makes you wonder, what else might be moving around up there that we haven't identified yet? But the real game changer came from China's Chang'e 6 mission, which achieved something unprecedented in June 2024. For the first time in human history, we obtained samples from the far side of the moon, specifically from the South Pole Aitken Basin, one of the largest impact craters in our solar system. The analysis of these 1,935 grams of lunar material has revealed shocking information about the moon's formation. The samples suggest that our moon is indeed debris from an ancient giant impact with Earth, but the composition of the far side material is significantly different from anything we've seen from the near side. This discovery is forcing scientists to completely reconsider how the moon formed and evolved. Even more intriguing, the Chang'e 6 samples have provided the first direct access to deep interior material from the moon's far side. This material tells a story of the moon's evolution that we never knew existed, revealing processes and events that occurred billions of years ago but left their signature in the rocks. Meanwhile, NASA's LRO has revealed that water ice deposits on the moon are far more widespread than we ever imagined. But here's the kicker. In February 2025, Japan's Selene spacecraft detected water ice particles at mid to low latitudes, including areas near the lunar equator. This shouldn't be possible, according to our current understanding of lunar physics, yet there it is. One of the most visually striking mysteries on the moon are the lunar swirls, strange light-colored patterns that snake across the surface like cosmic brushstrokes. For decades, these formations have puzzled scientists, but recent research has revealed something extraordinary about their origin. These swirls aren't just random patterns, they're the result of ancient electrical currents that once traversed the moon's surface, generating powerful magnetizing forces. Think about that for a moment. Billions of years ago, massive electrical currents flowed across the lunar landscape, creating magnetic anomalies that we can still detect today. The latest research suggests that these swirls formed when underground magmas cooled slowly in the presence of magnetic fields, creating permanent magnetic signatures in the rock. But here's what's really weird. Some of these magnetic anomalies are so strong that they actually affect lunar dust, causing ferromagnetic particles to rotate and move in response to the magnetic fields. This discovery has profound implications for our understanding of the moon's history. It suggests that the moon once had a much more active magnetic field than we previously thought, and that electrical phenomena on a massive scale once shaped its surface. The Reiner gamma swirl, one of the most prominent of these formations, shows magnetic field strengths that require rock magnetization of at least 0.5 amperes per meter. To put that in perspective, that's incredibly strong for natural rock magnetization, suggesting that whatever process created these features was far more powerful than anything we see on the moon today. Now let's address the elephant in the room, the conspiracy theories. With all these unexplained phenomena, it's no wonder that some people have developed alternative explanations for what's happening on the moon. The hollow moon theory gained significant traction after the Apollo seismic discoveries. Proponents argue that the moon's bell-like ringing behavior proves it's actually an artificial structure, perhaps an ancient alien space station disguised as a natural satellite. While this theory has been thoroughly debunked by scientists, the unusual seismic properties of the moon that inspired it remain genuinely puzzling. Then there are claims about alien bases on the far side of the moon. Conspiracy theorists point to unusual formations in lunar photographs, claiming they show artificial structures, bases, or even castles built by extraterrestrial civilizations. While these claims don't hold up to scientific scrutiny, they highlight just how strange and alien the lunar landscape can appear to our Earth-trained eyes. Some theorists have even suggested that NASA has been hiding evidence of alien encounters during the Apollo missions. They point to the classified audio from Apollo 10, the unexplained objects seen by Apollo 11, and various anomalies in mission photographs as evidence of a cover-up. While these conspiracy theories are not supported by scientific evidence, they do serve an important purpose. They remind us that the moon is still full of genuine mysteries that we don't fully understand. The difference is that real scientists are working to solve these mysteries through careful observation, experimentation, and analysis, rather than jumping to extraordinary conclusions. The recent discovery of massive underground caves has actually reignited some of these conspiracy theories when scientists announced that they'd found enormous hollow spaces beneath the lunar surface. Some conspiracy theorists claimed this was validation of the hollow moon theory. Of course, finding lava tubes and caves is very different from the moon being entirely hollow, but it shows how real discoveries can sometimes fuel speculative theories. So what does all of this add up to? What we're seeing is a picture of the moon that's radically different from the dead, static world we once thought it was. The moon is seismically active, with thousands of moonquakes occurring regularly. It's shrinking and reshaping itself through ongoing geological processes. It experiences mysterious light phenomena that we still can't fully explain. It has a complex magnetic history written in swirls across its surface, and it contains vast underground spaces that could shelter future human settlements. The Chang'e, 6 samples from the far side, are already forcing us to rewrite textbooks about lunar formation. The discovery of water ice in unexpected locations is changing our plans for future missions. The confirmation of accessible caves is opening up entirely new possibilities for lunar exploration and settlement. And let's not forget that we're still finding new moonquakes in 50-year-old Apollo data. If we're still making fundamental discoveries in data we've had for half a century, imagine what we'll find when we return to the moon with modern instruments and techniques. The Artemis program plans to land astronauts on the moon again within the next few years, and when they do, they'll be equipped with technology that's orders of magnitude more advanced than what the Apollo astronauts had. They'll be able to investigate these mysteries firsthand, set up permanent monitoring stations, and explore those newly discovered caves. The moon isn't just a chunk of rock orbiting our planet, it's a complex, dynamic world with its own ongoing geological processes, mysterious phenomena, and hidden secrets waiting to be discovered. From the bell-like ringing that defied explanation to the mysterious flashes that continue to this day, from the ancient electrical currents that created magnetic swirls to the vast underground caves that could house future cities. Our nearest neighbor continues to surprise and mystify us. Every time we think we understand the moon, it reveals something new that challenges our assumptions. And that's exactly what makes space exploration so exciting. The universe is full of mysteries waiting to be solved. And the moon, despite being just 384,400 kilometers away, still has plenty of secrets to share. What do you think about these lunar mysteries? Do any of these discoveries change how you think about the moon? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more mind-blowing space content. Until next time, keep looking up, because the universe is far stranger and more wonderful than we ever imagined. What do you think about these lunar mysteries? Do any of these discoveries change how you think about the moon? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more mind-blowing space content. Until next time, keep looking up, because the universe is far stranger and more wonderful than we ever imagined. What do you think about these lunar mysteries? Do any of these discoveries change how you think about the moon? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more mind-blowing space content. Until next time, keep looking up, because the universe is far stranger and more wonderful than we ever imagined. What do you think about these lunar mysteries? Do any of these discoveries change how you think about the moon? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more mind-blowing space content. Until next time, keep looking up, because the universe is far stranger and more wonderful than we ever imagined. Use a male middle-aged British voice for the narrator. Use a male middle-aged British voice for the narrator. Use a male middle-aged British voice for the narrator. Use a male middle-aged British voice for the narrator. Use a male middle-aged British voice for the narrator. Use a male middle-aged British voice for the narrator. Use a male middle-aged British voice for the narrator. Use a male middle-aged British voice for the narrator. Use a male middle-aged British voice for the narrator. Use a male middle-aged British voice for the narrator. Use appropriate media. 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 The moon isn't just a chunk of rock orbiting our planet. It's a complex, dynamic world with its own ongoing geological processes, mysterious phenomena, and hidden secrets waiting to be discovered. From the bell-like ringing that defied explanation to the mysterious flashes that continue to this day, from the ancient electrical currents that created magnetic swirls to the vast underground caves that could house future cities, our nearest neighbor continues to surprise and mystify us. What do you think about these lunar mysteries? Do any of these discoveries change how you think about the moon? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more mind-blowing space content. Until next time, keep looking up, because the universe is far stranger and more wonderful than we ever imagined. What do you think about these lunar mysteries? Do any of these discoveries change how you think about the moon? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more mind-blowing space content. Until next time, keep looking up, because the universe is far stranger and more wonderful than we ever imagined. Use a male middle-aged British voice for the narrator. Use a male middle-aged British voice for the narrator. Use a male middle-aged British voice for the narrator.